Hello everybody and welcome back. We're looking at question number 8 on the grade 8 Gauss contest, specifically the one from the year 2003. Okay, so we're on question number 8 here. When the numbers square root of 5, 2.1, 7/3, and 2.05 repeating, and finally 2 and 1/5 are arranged in order from smallest to largest, the middle number is... Okay. So, to find the middle number, we really do need to know where all the numbers basically fit in this order. Because, suppose we didn't know what square root of 5 looked like. We don't know where it goes. If we arrange these 4, square root of 5 might be smack in the middle of all of them. We don't know. So we do need to go about placing all these numbers in order. Okay? Now, the easiest way to place numbers in order is to expand them out and take a look at their decimal representation. Okay? So we have a couple of them, 2.1, 2.05 repeating, but the others will probably need to grab our calculator and work them out. Okay? And once we work out at least a couple of their decimals, to a couple places, maybe they're hundredths or thousandths, we should be able to order them. Okay? All these numbers start with a 2, but what does their tenths digit look like? That can help us order things. Okay? So we've got square root of 5, 2.1, 7/3, 2.05 repeating, and 2 and 1/5. So to compare, write them as decimals. Okay. So square root of 5, 2.1 is already there. 2.05 repeating, well, and we can go 2.555555 and so on. We have 7/3 and what was the other one? 2 and 1/5. Okay? So this is a question I'd really recommend you have a calculator for. But other notes that I'd like to make, if things like square root of 2, square root of 3, square root of 5, and maybe even square root of 6 and 7, are numbers that you should probably know to the first couple decimal places. So if I recall correctly, square root of 5 is about 2.236. I think that 6 might be rounded up from a 5. But that will likely be enough to answer the question. And if I wanted to verify it, I'd take my calculator here, square root 5, 2.236. 2.236. I think that's what I just said. Is that not what I just said? Can't remember if I accidentally said a 5 in there. Anyway, 2.236. But what we can do is take our calculator for each of these questions, and not for each of these questions, but for each of these numbers, and expand them out just a little bit. 2.236 plus some other stuff. This is 2.1, plain and simple. 7/3, 7 divided by 3. That's 2.33333 repeating, as we would expect with the thirds here. And 2 and 1/5, that's going to be 2.2. So, now when we want to order these, well, all their units digits are the same, so we look at the singles digit. The 0 is going to be the lowest, and then the 1. The highest is going to be this thing that ends in a 3, and so for the middle, we need to figure out who's bigger, root 5 or 2 and 1/5. And it's not hard to see that since 2 and 1/5 ends, we should get a 0 here. We compare our hundredths digits, the root 5 is a little higher. So we should have 2.05 repeating, and then we should have 2.1, then 2 and 1/5, then square root of 5, then 7/3. And the middle one is 2 and 1/5. Let's see here. 2 and 1/5 is E, right there at the end. Okay. So join me in the next video for question number 9. And we'll continue right along with this Gauss paper.